Alright, I'm just going to get this control arm just kind of get it in place here, if I can. It's not great, but I've got a new subframe, but I'm not going to be installing it this time. Okay, I'm not going to fully tighten that or torque it until I've got all this bolted in and I've got it jacked up to the ride height so that the weight of the car is essentially on it. So now I'm going to try to get this ball joint up in the knuckle and just go ahead and get the nut kind of loosely tightened just to hold it up in place. That'll do it. Okay, so for this adjustable radius rod bushing here from Whiteline, here's all the different ways that you can set it up. You just put the different spacers at the different positions and you can adjust it all these different ways or whatever. Well, I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just going to do the standard setting. So here's how I've got it laid out. So as you see, it's kind of weird because we've got at the back there's this spacer that's pretty thick, so that's pretty easy. We'll put it at the very back. And then this and this are kind of similar, but obviously that one looks like it's a little bit thinner. So if you look at these two, the thinner one goes next, then the big washer, then the radius rod bushing itself, then this big washer, and then the middle size, and then the nut. So there's that, and there's the layout of the, just so I know I'm putting this together correctly. So that's the way I'm going to be doing this. Seems like that's enough. I don't know. Looks good. And then I can't remember. I think this goes better in from the back. Alright, so this is what I was talking about. I'm going to put that through there. That'll allow me to get that back here lined up better to go in. And then this nut, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of this on there. Put it in back here. Just to hold it in place. And up here, the series of washers that are on there are still sitting in place, and then this will go, oh shit, well this is in the way on this side. How am I going to do this? Okay, so on the other side, these, I guess that's power steering lines, power steering cooler lines or something. I don't know. So these lines aren't in the way on the other side. So I'm gonna have to figure something out, because now I need that to be in place before that comes through. And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it in back here, but let's just see what happens. So what I'll have to do is take that back out, pull this out of the control arm. Well, I don't know about that. Pull this back out. Now, we get this in place. Now notice, if I can hold this properly. Notice the holes and their orientation on this plate. You want those two, the way the four are at the top, you want those at the top, just like this. So let's get that in there. Is that even gonna go? This subframe's kind of rough. I don't know if you can see how mangled it is right there. That's not great. Let's see here. That's a little bit of a problem here. The way that's so twisted and messed up right there, this stud up here is kind of bent inward and won't let it go in. Maybe I can just kind of... That should be it. Come on, let's get in there. I hate beating on it, but I'm gonna give it a little mallet action. Son of a... Alright. Let's give it a little dead blow action. There we go. Perfect. Now, this is what I don't know, how this is going to go, because this has got to go in there now. I can't even see it. Come on. That's got to go in there. Oh, crap. Huh. Well, shoot. I can't physically get that in there now. I'm going to have to drop the, I guess I'm going to have to drop the ball joint out again to lower that down and see if I can get these to kind of marry together when I get that to go up. In the meantime, I'm going to put this nut on here. Well, I don't see any harm in going and putting on the proper things. So I'll just loosely install that nut to keep that in place. Now, if I can take this ball joint nut off. I don't know how this is really going to work. Drop that down. Because this doesn't exactly have... Well, it's got some play, I guess. Whew, man, I don't know. Well, I guess that worked. I'll take it. Now I got to get this ball joint back up in the knuckle. I don't even know if you can see that, but... Well, crisis averted. Come on, ball joint nut. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I scraped off some of my paint. I got a little gouge in the paint right there, and that's unfortunate. Maybe I'll just sand it down a little bit and go ahead and repaint over that. So that's a 30 millimeter, I believe. So let me go get that. That's close enough for now. Now this thing, oh boy, that's doesn't seem like that should be loose. I don't know. Hope it doesn't turn when I start. That one's not loose up there. That's good. I hope that allows me to tighten that without just turning in the subframe. Maybe I'll be swapping that subframe sooner than I thought. Hope not. Okay, good. Now, of course, we cannot use ratchets or anything thanks to that line being in the way up there, so... And then, I don't think anyone on YouTube has ever done this, but watch this. Click.